Hey guys, Addict Cyclist here. This is going to be a short one. Just wanted to share my issue here with my Stages newly installed, factory install power meter. So if you've been kind of poking around YouTube, you would have seen GC Performance and a few others talk about the issue over at Stages, how they're basically filing for bankruptcy and have what seems to be have closed their doors. I was working with a rep up until last week on the problem I'm having with my factory install on my Cervelo here. That's funny, I sold my Quarq when I picked up the Cervelo. I said, oh, well, if I get two factory installs at $225 a piece, you know, I got two bikes done. I had a crankset on my Factor Ostro, which was the Ultegra 11 speed, that the crank arm was not, or the crankset was not a warranty issue. It was a later run. So I sent out two owned arms to have a factory install on a sale they had. And the other one on the Ostro has been working fine. This one, unfortunately, it's like doubling the power. The power is kind of all over the place. I've done a factory reset on the Bluetooth app, which seems to be working, but it's not syncing correctly or calibrating with my Garmin head unit. So I don't know what to do here. So I'm waiting to hear back. There's a new email administration at Stages Cycling. Hopefully they still have someone there. I believe I've read somewhere that they're still doing warranty claims, and they did keep a little bit of stock for warranty claims. So I'm hoping that we can get this resolved here. But if not, I have just a fancy looking crank arm with a Stages logo and a pod on the back. So not too happy about it right now. I was hoping to, kind of make sure that both bikes were going to be running optimal efficiency here with two new power meters. Since I had my last upload, I did get a bike fit, which was much needed. I tried to transfer over some of the measurements from my Factor Ostro to this 2023 Cervelo S5, and this bike does have the same stack and it does have the same reach, but it was a little bit more challenging to get set up. And I think it had to do with, I guess, just kind of where the bottom bracket was in relation to the frame itself. At least that's what I thought. It was a little bit challenging to kind of figure out where the center of the, I guess the center of the stem would be here, but it got a little challenging to figure out, I guess, where the 100 millimeters started, from the Y-shaped stem, and then it kind of landed like on the lower end of the aero adapters here. So again, I went to a bike fitter and basically used my body to do the measurements, opposed to just kind of taking a tape ruler and measuring over to this bike. So I felt really comfortable on it today. I was actually able to go down 10 mils, and we did take out this last 5 mil spacer, so it has a remaining 10, and it was right on the cusp of where the body geometry or measurements would be before I start kind of getting out of my range in terms of flexibility and position on the bike. But I do know that if I want to, I can definitely get the spacing down at least one more. So at least this top cap here is kind of like just kind of sticking up a little bit, not protruding almost fully. But I think a lot of it has to do with the ability to get lower because of the Y-shaped stem and how it does kind of pitch up. Something to play with. We'll see how I get on with the bike when I'm putting down some power on some of these fast rides. But overall, very impressed with the bike. Super excited to get out on some of my rides. I've been on dieting. I'm down 16 pounds from January 20th. So I'm super excited about that. I have another 5 to go to hit my first target weight, and I might go down into 165 if I so choose to. And see where I'm at, but I'm going to use 170 to see how I look and see how I feel. But one of the reasons I really can't ride too hard right now is that I don't have enough carbohydrates in my body. I've been mainly riding zone 2, which is called the fat burning zone, so it has not been too aggressive in terms of my output. On the bike at least. And if you're going to be doing zone 3, zone 4, or zone 5, which is a lot of our rides are, you're just burning up the carbs, and I don't have enough to burn right now. So I figured let me get down to 170 on my weight, and then I'll start my uptick on my carbs to start hammering more on the bike. But so here we are. Just want to give an update, and if you have any comments, please feel free to leave them comments or any questions, and if you have any ideas on how to make this arm here stop reading double. I've tried to play around with all the settings in the apps, but nothing seems to be working here. So thanks.